just so you guys know,
Oh, no.
Marcus here did not give me the memo that he was dressing up or having wine, and so I will not be joining you, but Marcus will, and it'll be great.
Yeah, this is to commemorate our first video together, Stranger Things.
Commemorate without inviting his co-star. Totally cool.
I came up with this. Oh, and this is so I can, get through her talking about me. Now this is a callback to the infamous episode 4, the second most viewed video on my channel, much to my disdain. And
where Marcus is belligerently drunk, and it's fantastic.
Sup, guys? Marcus here.
And Monique here once again.
And we are here to do an epilogue to our Stranger Things Season 3 reactions. For those who've been following from the beginning, you know this has been a very, very long, arduous journey. We're probably
a long, drawn out, fashionably late, but beautiful and guinea pig type journey. This is our first time working together, and
yeah,
it went decently well.
Yeah. Sure. Decently well, definitely. But the reason why we're doing this is because of all the spacing out. As you guys know, Stranger Things is meant to be binge, all at once. So we took some time to watch it on our own at once, as it's meant to be, and to refresh ourselves from what happened, what worked, what didn't. So, overall, Monique, what did you think of Stranger Things Season 3?
Well, I've been a fan of the show since Season 1, so I feel like almost anything they do, I probably would have been a fan of or would be a fan of, and I was. I definitely thought it was super strange, super strange, so punny. I thought it was super strange to see them growing up and getting so old on the set, and just not seeing them as like little children anymore. That was like a little bit mind-blowing for me, and just like something to get used to. And I also feel like since Stranger Things has gotten so much hype, that a lot of it was very, it's hard to think of the word for this, but like just very directed towards that hype. They would do things specifically that they knew would get hype and views and people would enjoy. But I kind of liked the more raw sort of version of Season 1. Obviously, I'm still such a fan. I'm going to watch every single season and everything. But yeah, I kind of like the more natural, like, we don't know, we're so cool yet, a little bit better. But overall, I thought it was a really good good season, and there was a lot of sort of twists and turns and spins, and definitely took you for a ride. I didn't expect for Billy to become such a huge part of the season, and I liked his character a lot. It was a love-hate relationship, but overall, it was fun. And I thought Season 3 was pretty good, and I'm super, super stoked for Season 4 because I think there might be some Russia. What's the word?
It did. Oh, so might be some Russia. Gotcha.
I think there might. I think it will be Russia. No, I think it will take place in Russia, which is kind of cool to have a different setting. So, yeah, lots of stuff.
There is a scene. I think it's episode 3. Is when Will is yelling at Mike, and you just laugh at how deep his voice is. Yeah, you were kind of going through oh no, stay children. Stay children.
So were you, though, I think. Like, we were both a little bit like, wow, they've really grown.
Yeah, Finn Wolfhard is like 7 feet tall and looks he's starting to look a little silly in those shorts.
Yeah.
I think they said season 4 or 5 might be the last. I'm like, yeah. Because Stranger Things, it's meant to be an ensemble cast. But Stranger Things ultimately is about the children. They're the ones we all come to see. It's like The Mandalorian. Like, just get to when the baby shows up.
The adults really got to shine in this one, especially with all the romance going on between Joyce and Hopper. And there was some really good little jokes and tension built up between them as well.
I think this was a very ambitious season. Because I watch Stranger Things all the time, even when I don't have to do reaction videos for it. It's a really fun show. So in terms of season 3 came out on the 4th of July. And it really is invoking that summer blockbuster feeling. This was a more action-y type of season, a lot more fights, with the Russian. I think Hopper fought him like 3 times. And the final battle, we're seeing fireworks, and it's not really the ooh spooky. It's more of action.
True.
And there's romance is heavily involved. That's those summer fleeting romances. So season 3 went big. I'm with you. I like the smaller seasons. I mean, my favorite season is season 2, which is just season 1 but darker. But I don't care. It's my favorite season. But season 1 is the most perfect of them. It is a lot smaller, and I keep making fun of Jonathan all the time, but he has the most to do in that season.
Yeah.
This season it's like I said this before. It's the Iron Man 3 thing, where it's the darkest and the silliest. So tonally, sometimes it's like this thing was romantic comedy meets monster movie meets the Cold War. Now the Russians, the Russians have always kind of been in the background. Like season 1, they're using Eleven to spy on the Russians, and season 2 they keep calling Eleven European and like she's a Russian girl. Season 3, the Russians are like, okay, here we are.
Yeah.
Now, little geeky trivia. One of the things I like about the Russians being in the forefront is 1985 is when Rocky IV came out. Have you seen Rocky IV? You're kind of, miss I don't watch anything?
I feel like I have seen bits and pieces of it.
So it's about pretty much the Cold War, but for boxing.
Yeah.
So so I'm like, oh yeah, it's when the Ivan Drago and Rocky, and yeah. So it was a little geeky, which I liked. I'm like, yeah, 1985, Reaganomics. Yeah, I think Dustin's even saying like it's a duty to our country to go solve what's going on. What were some of your favorite moments of this season?
I found Mrs. Driscoll very cute, and she was an interesting sort of side player to the show. Another favorite moment, even though it was like really sad and everything, was when Billy died. When the big mind flayer kills him, just because it was so iconic and really sad, and I feel like it did kind of leave a mark on the show of that moment, and they really told his story from before with his mother, and you kind of like got attached to the idea of like, wow, this poor kid, like he's been abused, and that's really sad, and that's why he is the way he is, and you kind of got attached to that story, or at least I did, and so I found it really sad when he passed away, just like right in the heart,
You thought he was so handsome. Yeah, you say that.
Yeah, he was so beautiful.
All of our videos, yeah.
Yeah, maybe he'll come back as a ghost. Just.
Well, Matthew Modine's character came back briefly in season 2. Papa.
Yeah. Mr. Brenner. I also enjoyed the Dustin and Susie
reveal
reveal, yeah, with the little song. I know it was super cheesy, But I thought it was really cute. It was a fun way to bring out her character, and maybe she will also be a part of season 4.
If you guys been watching, I keep making fun of Jonathan not doing anything. Jonathan is a passive character, so he's actually doing what Jonathan should do. But there's someone else in the main cast who does nothing, but got to do a lot in the first half of the season. Monique, do you know who I'm talking about?
I would say it would be his real name.
First half of the season. Wait, sorry, who?
Wait, Noah. But that's his real name.
Noah. Will? No, not Will.
No,
Will
no, not Will. No, the other one. What's his name? Oh my
Lucas?
God, I can't do it. I'm
Lucas?
so embarrassed. What?
Talking about Lucas?
Yes.
Lucas was a big part of season 1 and 2. It's not him. He does little this season until the...
Yeah, this season.
No. I'm talking about for the majority of the first 2 seasons has done nothing but had a big part in the opening cast, had a big thing to do this season. You get one more guess, I'll tell you. The first half, this character is in a lot of it. But has more to do than before. I'll say that.
I didn't know we were doing trivia, but...
Well, just, if you want, fine, I'll just tell you.
No. I want to guess.
Nancy's mom gets more to do. She's always in the end of the credits. I'm like, what?
Exactly. Nancy's mom. See, I told you.
Oh, did you? Yeah. Karen is there in season 1 to say, Nancy, talk to me. Mike, talk to me.
Right.
She's not in season 2 until what? I mean, it doesn't really do anything until the end when Billy shows up at her house. And then season 3, she gets a tiny little arc of wrestling. Do I have an affair or not? Well, I'll phrase. I'm gonna make a joke. Should I have an entanglement or not with Billy?
Yeah, that was a good one. I could have come up with that. You know what? You stole the joke out of my head.
Episode 4 because I was trashed. I remember when she and Nancy sit down and kind of the subtle fight the man. Nancy, right. I wish I was like you. I should have did this.
Yeah. I really liked. I liked that little moment there that they had. That was really cute and just a good reminder for all the girls out there. Okay. That didn't turn out very well.
oh, that's all staying in. This was a very girl power season. Joyce is more.
Wonder why.
Wait, say that again?
I said I wonder why.
I don't know why. You think it's the Me Too movie?
Yeah, exactly.
Oh. I always thought Stranger Things a lot more natural. Like 11 ends the plots in both seasons. But you might be right, because we see Joyce is far more assertive. And, Robin is all but flawless, except for being slightly awkward.
Yeah.
Nancy.
And then she's gay at the end,
Yeah.
So I feel like all Netflix shows tend to tie in some relevant world events that are happening, and I feel like that really did happen in Stranger Things, but it was more subtle than other shows put it, if that makes sense.
Yeah, except for the Nancy thing, but that kind of had to be that way because it's 1985, and this is a man's world. That kind of had to be that way.
Definitely.
What are some things you did not like about this season?
Some things that I didn't enjoy about season 3 was definitely that I felt it wasn't as raw as season 1 and 2. I felt like they did a lot of things for the clout. I noticed a lot more advertising in the shows with Coca-Cola.
Can we talk about Lucas wasting minutes of an episode to talk about how the show is now sponsored by Coca-Cola?
Yeah.
A remake?
Yeah, so now we got Eggos, we got Coca-Cola. Those companies are probably super skyrocketed in sales because of Stranger Things, so you're welcome.
Stranger Things sold out a little bit. Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is exactly the words that I was searching for. Thank you. not that this is anyone's fault and it's part of life, but I I also had a hard time adjusting to them being older. And
okay, the children. You keep saying them. The children being older.
Yes. I had a hard time with the children characters growing up. That was a hard concept for me to grasp, just because I think we're so used to them being young and innocent, and now they're kissing boys and doing semi-teenage things. So having boyfriends and girlfriends and that sort of innocence of the show is gone. So yeah, that was another thing that I didn't enjoy.
I didn't enjoy they grew up. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah. I said it's a part of life and it's not their fault, but for filming purposes, I think I enjoyed them better as young children go.
The cast has gotten too big.
Mm-hmm.
Too many characters.
Yeah.
I like Murray. You did not need to bring him back to have his own thing and best friendship with Alexei. The cast gotten too big. So it's hard to give everyone an arc. So that's why some, like Lucas, took a back seat, as I said, and you can even argue, as much as we saw Dustin, arc-wise, he tells Steve, date Robin and Susie is real. That's kind of it.
Yeah, because, that is a good summary of his character.
Because we have all these characters we've introduced.
Right.
You would say it went from this little indie, oh look, clever Spielberg, now it's become Stranger Things has now become its own franchise.
True. I think we fell in love with the small stuff, so keep it small,
Yeah. The cast has gotten too big. Like, I like Erica, but Erica is good in small moments. Erica has a lot of big moments. So I'm like, yeah, okay. I mean, I also get what the Duffer Brothers are trying to do. Like, we like these people, we want to give them something to do.
Yeah.
Of course. Like even with Lucas and Jonathan, they have two of the most action-heavy parts in the entire season.
Mm-hmm.
But you have all these other characters.
I really liked Erica's character. Like, if I were to keep one, I think she would definitely be one of them. Just because she added like so much comedic relief and smart alecky comments, and like it wasn't like she never existed before. Like she did have little cameos in other seasons.
She got more to do than Mike and Nancy's mom, who's been on there from the beginning.
True, but how much can you do with Mike and Nancy's mom?
I like all the new characters.
Mm-hmm.
And this is the problem of I'm becoming an angry drunk. It was supposed to be an anthology series, and now it's not. So you kind of want to have your cake and eat it too. Like the mayor and Robin and Murray, they can be in a whole. And I love all those characters. I love Robin to death. My second favorite this season. But all those characters, even last year with Bob, they can all have their own other show. Oh, and 11 Sister didn't show up at all this season.
Oh, right, yeah.
Or 8, I'm sorry.
I forgot about her.
Another whole other show, but they're trying to build Stranger Things into this giant, because now it has become the thing it used to borrow from. It is now its own franchise, so
yeah.
But Casa is the characters there's so many characters now.
Yeah.
Yeah. Another thing I don't like, which I mostly cut out of our videos, but I bellyache off camera all the time. The comedy is too big. The comedy is just too big. Stranger Things, comedy-wise, is kind of that freaks and geeks humor where it's kind of a little off kilter. Everyone's just a lot of yelling and screaming and loud laughing. It doesn't quite work for me. Like, the Hopper comedy doesn't work as much for me. Some stuff does work. Hopper dealing with Mike Levin making out works for me. The Joyce thing doesn't. I mean, they would fight a lot. I mean, case in point, no, you and me fight all the time. But it got so big half the time. Whoa, we're not dating. What, Murray? Oh,
yeah, I agree with you there. It was a little bit large for Stranger Things, and it seemed like sort of a forced concept, if that makes sense.
Now, MVP, favorite character this season.
Oof, that's hard.
I think I know who yours is. I think ours is the same person, but I'm curious.
Wait, you go first, because I have too many.
Okay, my favorite character this season is Billy. You mentioned Billy a lot, so I assume it was going to be him. He gets possessed right away, and allows them to use all these different dimensions. Like, I love episode, I think it's 3, when Max 11 run into him when he's with Nancy's boss. Janet, Tom, here's my sister Max. Like, he gets to play nice, button shirt, old golly jeans. Yes, sir. I like that. I loved episode 4 where the kids try to scare him. Billy, who's there? And he tries to kill him. Like, he gets to play all these dimensions in an episode, I think 6, where he confronts 11. He's saying, I'm here, I'm going to kill you and everyone else. But tears are rolling down his face while he's saying it. I agree with you with the death scene. It was fantastic. We get to see all these sides of this actor. I think his name's Dr. Montgomery. Red Ranger and the hit box office bomb. My runner-up is Robin. After complaining before about there's too many characters, the new characters all do work. I don't love Erica as much as you do, but she does a good job. I mean, she does add the pre-coach. That's also an 80s thing. The precocious 10-year-old girl knows too much. That is a Robin I love a lot. Robin's probably the only character who's not really a trope, really. At first she comes off as one, but once she comes out, there's more going on. Because originally it's like, Steve gets to find his girl. Right. No, Steve finds his best friend.
Yes. So Billy was not my favorite character. I think he's amazing, and he was also amazing eye candy. But no, not my favorite. My 2 favorites, I guess I can probably think of 3, but my 2 favorites were, as you may guess, Erica and Alexi. Just because, I don't know, maybe Erica brings that sweet child innocence back to that little part that I was missing. I also think she's hilarious, and it's like the kind of child that you would hope for, just like super smart, super attitude, and doesn't let anybody mess with her, and she's very if you want me to do something for you, I'm gonna need something in return. She's very attitude, and I really enjoyed her character. And then Alexi was just kind of like the heart of the show. He was a sweet guy in some ways.
Alexi is a plot device with glasses. Is why
I know, but he didn't know, and I think he had a good heart.
A lot of people like Alexi. Alexi is meant to be liked. Otherwise, why would you care about his death? Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. True.
Now, for those who have been watching this from the beginning, you may have noticed over time a certain pale cameraman has not been around since episode 1. Because of scheduling conflicts, we haven't been able to be in sync. But he's still around, guys. You will see him again. If you recall from the beginning, he made predictions. And so I'll read them. So Anne predicted Hopper would die from the very beginning. He had said Hopper was talking about his family. He's going to go. And I don't know if you listen to the Stranger Things podcast. the Duffer Brothers have been wanting to kill off Hopper for a while. They want to kill him off in season 2. He needs a really good death scene.
Wow.
And season 3, where he's at his most silliest, makes it even more sad. That's also a good thing that the reason why we bond with some character like Alexei or Hodor, we don't like when the comic relief gets killed. Like Dobby and Harry Potter.
Yeah.
Well, yeah, so I predicted that. He thought the rats would be used as an incubator to open the gate. He was wrong, but the rats were used as an experiment for the Mind Flayer to melt people. Eventually, the giant Mind Flayer we see is just to take out 11. The rats were an experiment of that. So, it's just in the ballpark.
Yeah.
He made fun of the Duffer Brothers' formula. They love their formula. Yes. But they did try to push the formula this time as a little further. I think I said this even way back in episode 1. The kids being older forced them to, which you did not.
That's what I was going to say. I was like, I don't think that they pushed the envelope purposely. I think they were forced to push the envelope, and I think they will also be forced to push the envelope in season 4 because, you have to stray from your formula to keep your audience engaged and still be fans.
The biggest criticism, if I recall, that critics had was it's the same plot again, except Mike, Lucas, and Dustin have to shave. It's the same plot. Anne thought Mike and 11 and Lucas and Max would all break up. Yes and no! They broke up for most of the season. Episode 2 was I Dump Your Ass.
Yeah.
It seems like Max, Lucas, that's just their relationship is kind of But everyone's kind of maybe, Mike says, oh, yes, I'll come every Thanksgiving and you'll come on Christmas. But you and I predict there'll probably be some breakups. So.
Yes.
Moving on, the one thing he got that him and I fought on, Robin and Steve just being friends. I flat said, no, they're dating. And I was completely.
I know, I was pretty hard set on them dating as well. But I thought, that her being not straight was a good little twist to the plot. I didn't expect that, and she's still a really cool character and everything, so I hope they keep her around. But yeah, I think he was right about a lot of things. He had some very calculated guesses, and I think that he may have watched the show before.
Out of the 1,100 fans who have currently seen Season 3, Episode 1, of Stranger Things reaction, do you think Anne watched ahead? Maybe he did, because he did some of these predictions were on the nose. I don't think so. Anne will be back for season 4 whenever we shoot that. But as I said,
whenever it comes out, because this is beyond us now.
Oh, it definitely is.
Yeah.
He will be back, and of course, will be back for season 4.
Yeah.
It won't be this year-long epic quest. Maybe more of a 6-month epic quest. So for a special treat and to finally close the door on season 3, which everyone else has moved on from.
Done a long time ago.
We are going to watch the trailer for season 4. Oh, I think this is Russia.
Yes, lots of snow.
Oh, the Game of Thrones North. Russians. There we go. Railroad.
Working on the railroad.
What the? I did not think they just show him in the teaser that he's alive. I thought we kind of get to live on that suspense.
I know, right?
Like, even Game of Thrones had to pretend Jon Snow was dead and then reveal in episode 2. David Harbour's good with the shaved head. He really does.
He does. I like it. Better than the dad bod.
If you want to get artsy, Eleven had a shaved head in season 1, and now her father has a shaved head in season 4.
The synchronicity.
Oh, the poetry. And we get all artsy-fartsy about it. I just made that up on the spot. Thanks, Wine. So,
You're going to look back at this, you know, like right now you think like, wow, the wine is really helping me think. But you're going to look back at this when you're editing. And you're going to be like, what the fuck?
You stop throwing F-bombs in my channel. Okay. I keep doing this, but I have to. Thank you for all who were with us for this. What started out as a fun little reaction thing became a year-long epic quest to finish of a season that everyone else has already seen.
For sure. Thank you for letting us try to stay relevant in a fast-moving world.
You make it sound like we're like the newspaper company or something. Oh, we're just trying to...
Hey, you made it official. I had to make it official. We are very thankful for those of us who have stuck Who's drunk now?
Monique, I think you've been drinking.
I know, what the heck. Those of you who have stuck with us through this journey of figuring out what works for us and what doesn't.
Yes, and we will, well, I'll be back. It's my channel. Monique will be back. And we will be reacting to season 4. We may possibly be reacting to some other shows. I'll say now, the ShoeBox is not a reaction channel. It's more of a Marcus watches things that he likes. So, yeah. What did you think about Stranger Things? Now that you've had a year to digest it, what have you thought about Stranger Things Season 3? Let us know in the comments. What are you hoping for Season 4? Do you think Hopper looks better with the shaved head?
Yeah, we want to know. We seriously feed off all of the 3 comments that we get occasionally. No, you guys are awesome. We love the commentary, and we get inspired by it, and it has been the sort of inspiration for, you know, all of our challenges and all of our ideas and stuff like that. So we love the comments. Keep commenting. And if you want to see me back on the channel, what sort of other shows or videos would you like us to react to?
I was just about to say that.
I know, I read your mind. I'm psychic. It's great.
Well, now, Monique is psychic, but I'm not. Monique likes darker stuff. I watch everything. For long-term subscribers of the channel, I'm constantly making references to anything and everything. But, you know, it makes a fun reactioner. Thanks, Wine. But, is there another show you'd like us to react to that you think blends with the food challenges, our tastes, and our banter? Let us know in the comments. And thanks to Zoom, we can now get these videos out a lot faster than we could before. So,
yes.
Please let us know.
Thanks, COVID.
Hey, stop dating the references with COVID. COVID could be gone tomorrow. All right? Stop trying to make COVID happen. Is it Gretchen? Is it Gretchen who says fetch or is it Karen? Who says fetch in Mean Girls? Well,
I know this.
Stop trying to make fetch happen.
I think it is Gretchen. Not like, I think you had it right.
Stop trying. Reference is gone. I'll leave that in there.
Please do.
So, till next time, stay frosty.
Stay frosty. What? It's sad. This is the last one.
No, we'll be back for season 4. You'll be back on the channel soon. Wait, why do you always ruin my endings? Can we just do the thing at the same time so I can, you know?
Can we just keep this in? Because I think it's pretty great. And if not, you should definitely leave it as bloopers.
Okay, we'll see when I'm sober and watch this for myself. But can we do the proper goodbye?
Yeah, but I'm still gonna be sad.
So, till next time, stay frosty.
I could have got some wine.
You don't drink.
I could have had a special drink of wine for this very special occasion. I also could have worn a dress, but I didn't know because my little other friend here didn't tell me anything.
One, I'm not that little. And two, you want me to dress sluttier? Will that help you?
Yes, please be sluttier. If you look at large companies, they pay you to refer, like let's say you get a credit card and they say, here, refer this friend and you get $700.
Wait, how come why do you keep saying refer? It's supposed to, refer.
Refer. I don't know. Potato, man.
Reefer is, you have marijuana on the mind? It's a reefer. Okay. Wait, what?
Okay. No, that sounds weird. I guess, people have their ways of talking and saying things.
Reefer and refer are two different things, though.
Refer. That sounds weird. I can't. That's not me.
Jesus.